we've released several car industry reports, and now the data is starting to kind of paint a little bit of a picture. So for the first 6 months of 2023, 263 million searches were conducted on the Autotrader platform, which equates to about 17 consumer searches per second. That is, however, down from 21 searches per second about a year ago. But we've got to be cognizant of the fact that the used car price bubble burst or started to burst at around October 2022, the height of which seemed to have seen the light of day around March 2023. So we saw prices of used cars increase significantly during and post-COVID, and consumers were buying cars left, right, and center. That seems to have slowed a little bit as that used car price bubble has burst a bit. But the most searched for brands in 2023, which make up 44% of all searches, were VW, which displaced BMW. BMW is usually the most searched for vehicle. VW has now got that top spot, where BMW has slipped to the second spot. And then in third place in terms of searches is Toyota. That place previously occupied by Mercedes-Benz. So despite monetary policy, economic indicators being negative, interest rates going up, South Africans are still searching for cars. It's interesting to kind of look at the pandemic particularly, and I think pre-pandemic is a good place to start, which was 2019. So if we look at January to June 2019, Autotrader experienced or received about 155 million searches from consumers, and that went up in 2023 this year to 263 million searches. But if we look at the COVID year, the lockdown year, which is 2020, we saw 221 million searches. So from 155 to 221 million searches, and it's continued to go up and it's never come down. So I think what the COVID period did was it really created this catalyst for online retail, including cars. South Africans now seem to be a lot more trusting of car retail online than they ever were. So it's really difficult to put mileages and price in relation to searches on the platform. It's possible to do, but it's difficult to do because our platform offers price bands and mileage bands as a search option. But what we've recently fortunately managed to do is we now track used car sales from the Autotrader platform as listers put listings onto our platform or take listings off the platform. And what that data shows is that for the year ending June 23, we had a total of 168,000 used cars sold at an average price of about 400,118 Rand. And most of those cars, or should I say the average, was a 5-year-old model with the average mileage of about 78,000 kilometers, 78,900 kilometers, almost 79,000 kilometers. But when you compare these two supply stats or supply data, we saw that the average price was 6.5% lower and the average mileage was 5.7% higher, which kind of indicates that people are searching for older cars with higher mileage, probably lower price. In 2023, a total of 15 different models were listed on Autotrader, and this is a significant growth in relation to the previous year. In the previous year, we only had 9 different EV offerings. In this year, 2023, we've got 15 different EV offerings. So EV offerings almost doubling in terms of the range of vehicles that consumers can buy. The unfortunate part is that the average price of an EV is still about 1.5 million rand. Average mileage being low because they're new to market at 16,000 kilometers, and the average age of about 2 years old. The other thing is that we're at grassroots level, because only a total of about 131 used EVs were sold between January and June 23, which represents under 1% of the total used car sales from the Autotrader platform. The BMW i3, as a matter of fact, is the most sold EV in 2023, and that captured about 34 units of the 131 during the 2023 year.